Hold on.
All right.
All right. Yeah, we're back. Hopefully, everybody's got a.
Yeah, can you send the YouTube link?
Say what?
I'll get the YouTube link and put it in there.
All right, so we've got to wait for some people to get in, but so we want to talk about. Jesus Christ, man, this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. This is utterly ridiculous. All right, sorry guys for technical difficulties. But yeah.
All right.
So we just got news, breaking news here. Hurney also sent a 2019 7th round pick to the Bills for Kevin Seymour. So not only did we get, I think we got trade raped here.
Oh, this is vintage Hurney, man.
We got trade raped. Is this guy? Has anybody heard of this guy?
He plays for Buffalo. That's the only thing you need to hear. I mean, they don't exactly have a lights out secondary anymore.
Well, they normally produce good corners. But so again, if you're just joining us, we just got again, we apologize. But we just got trade raped by the Buffalo Bills. We sent Kalen Clay and a 2019 7th round draft pick to the Bills for Kevin Seymour. It's ridiculous.
All right, time for me to do some research on this guy.
Yeah, we got to figure out what's going on with this guy. But you do the research. I'm gonna talk this out. So, we called it. We were gonna keep 6 receivers. And I told you guys if Burson wasn't healthy, Kalen Clay was probably going to be the guy to make the roster. Burson ended up on IR. I was like, okay, Kalen Clay has right. So now we only have 5 receivers. We have 2 speed guys in Damiere Byrd and Curtis Samuel. Curtis Samuel was hurt. I don't know what his status is, but that's why I thought that Kalen Clay was a good fit to make the roster because Curtis Samuel is injured right now. So you have to have another speed guy. You have to have another specialist, a return guy. That's why I thought Kalen Clay made complete sense. So now we don't have that other speed guy. We can only hope and pray that Curtis Samuel is 100%, which I don't think he's been 100% since the first day of training camp. So I don't know, a 7th round pick, it may not seem like a lot, but 2019 7th round pick for what, Dave? Can you tell us what we got? What we got in Kevin Seymour?
All right, so he got drafted in 2016. So this is his second year. He had an impressive preseason. He made the team. He played 15 games as a rookie. He started 3 times. He had 22 tackles and 3 passes defense. So that's a decent backup. I can't complain too much about that. We'll see how it goes. He could play inside and out. So that means he's versatile. So even though we'll cut Joe Webb's versatility, we got somebody that in the cornerback position. So we could put him at nickel, potentially put him at the outside if we need to. But this is his second year in the league. So 6 feet tall, 186. So he's a taller corner. He's a tall corner, which is good.
Yeah, it's good.
So
all right. I don't know, man. I mean, we were at dire need for cornerback help. So because Sanchez went to Sanchez got waived and Teddy Williams went to IR, I believe. So we were in dire need of cornerback help because it was looking bad. Cole Luke ended up making the roster, obviously, right, since Teddy and Teddy and Zach Sanchez got hurt. So I don't know, man. Hopefully this guy comes in and balls out because he's gonna have to play. And then depending on what Worley looks like, man, I don't know about these corners, man. It ain't looking too good for this the secondary right now. Period.
I mean,
entire secondary in shambles right now, man.
Yeah, we need to talk about these safeties.
Another one. So let's talk about it. So Colin Jones is our only safety depth wise. He's the only backup safety right now.
Yeah.
Desmond Southward got cut, who I thought was playing pretty well. I didn't think there was any reason to cut Desmond. I don't know. Did LJ McCray make the roster?
Did who?
He cut too. LJ McCray.
I don't think so. I do not think so. Let me pull that up right now.
Yeah, I don't. So he made the roster. LJ McCray made it. So I don't see how they said that he was our only. Let's see. Yeah, man. But I don't know. Let me check the safeties real quick.
I don't think he made the roster.
No, he didn't. I didn't say.
Not.
Okay, yeah. So, he was on IR. LJ McCray went to IR.
Yeah.
So yeah. So essentially, Colin Jones is literally our only backup.
That is a fact.
That is a fact. It's confirmed. So it come to find out, this guy named TJ Ward that we all know was cut by the Broncos. So what do you think about us potentially bringing in TJ Ward?
We got to pay him. And it looks like we've already tried to talk to him. So
yeah,
we got to try to convince him and get him over here.
Yeah, it looks like we've already opened up discussions with TJ Ward. Don't know where they're at. I don't think TJ is extremely expensive. He was only getting paid $5.5 million a year at Denver. So it's not like we have to pay him. The problem is our cap situation. Not this year; it's pretty good this year, but our cap situation next year is terrible. So I don't know how long of a deal we can. If we do bring him in, it has to be front loaded. And I don't know if we're going to do that.
The other problem is if you bring him in, he's going to want to start.
Absolutely.
So that's going to put Mike Adams on the bench.
Yeah, and I don't know what Mike Adams is getting paid. I don't think it's that much, but yes, they're both starting strong safeties. But we need depth and we need it bad. I don't know if Mike Adams is going to be willing to take that role. Mike Adams did not look all that great during preseason. So I think TJ Ward would be awesome. I just don't know. Again, like Dave said, I don't know how he fits in what we're trying to do. And we already have two good starters. We just need depth. We have one. I don't know. I'm not going to say good starters because Mike is still unproven as a Panther. Obviously, he's a damn good safety, but he's unproven as a Panther right now. So I don't know, man. We got to go find some safety. Obviously, there's a lot of dudes getting cut today. We got to find somebody to come in. I don't know. Man.
Yeah, I think we can get Ward. And like you said, we're going to have to front load the contract. But if he does come in, he's definitely better than Mike Adams. I'm going to tell you that right now.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to be clear about that. He's a better player than Mike Adams. So it'll get to a point where maybe you would hope that Mike Adams won't feel a certain type of way. And then at that point, we might have to let him go and then bring somebody else in that's willing to be a backup.
I wouldn't be against that either, to be honest with you. Cut Mike. Let me see how much it'll cost to cut Mike. Cut Mike and then bring in a young safety, somebody that got cut off of a roster and train him up. Mike Adams is like 36, 37 years old. TJ Ward is like 30. So you got a little bit more out of TJ Ward than you do Mike Adams. I don't know, man. This dude Hurney, man.
Shout out to Jeremy from the Carolina Huddle. He made a valid point. He's saying that Seymour spent all preseason under McDermott, so it's not like he's not going to know the defense.
Yeah, that's true. Is it the same? Yeah, I guess that's a good point. That's a very good point.
Yeah,
it's a very good point. I don't know, man. I don't know. So let's see how much it costs to cut Mike Adams. Where is Mike Adams? So if we cut Mike Adams, let's see, it would save us like $625,000. It's not a lot. We'd have like $1 million in dead money if we cut him. So I don't know, man. We can't afford too much more dead money. We can't afford too much more dead money. I got to see. I got to look at the numbers and make sure. But I don't know. I would be all for cutting Mike Adams and bringing in TJ Ward. But it's not. Mike Adams is not getting paid a lot of money, to be clear. So I don't know, man. The cap situation is not looking good at all. So I don't know. Maybe we get him on a 1-year deal and see what happens. Because I think that's about the best we can do. I don't think we can commit anything for the next couple of years until at least we gotta lock up our own at that point too. You got Norwell that needs to get paid. So I don't know. Osweiler to Denver.
That is hilarious. I just want you to know that.
Yeah.
The way they flipped, that might be the most amazing flip ever to a quarterback. Great. That is insane.
So what else we got, man? Let's see here. What do you think we do with the kickers?
I said Bucker's making the team. I'm going to stay.
You called that super early. I posted that on Twitter as well. You called that really, really early in the game. You said Bucker was going to make the roster. It's just a matter of who is going to – somebody got to go.
I want to roll with Hurney thinking that he's going to be able to trade one of these kickers as to why he did it. If he doesn't trade one of these kickers, I'm going to question a lot of things.
Oh, yeah. If he doesn't trade one, then somebody needs to be fired. He needs to be fired.
He doesn't have to be fired at this point. Just make sure you don't make him the permanent guy.
No, he needs to be fired. It's too much. It's too much on the line, man. I guess so. I'm assuming they're gonna try to get that 2019 7th round pick back by trading one of the kickers, and then we're even.
Sure, we can roll with that if you like. I mean, the thing is, like, Gano hasn't been playing that well, so I don't know what we're gonna get for him.
We need a 4th round pick, which we're probably not gonna get for it. Like you said, I'm struggling. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. We need our 4th round pick back from trading Lee for next year. For this next year's draft.
We're not getting that. He said somebody said on the Q&A, he said he wasn't necessarily going to trade one. I have a problem with that if he doesn't trade somebody.
Yeah. We're going to keep 2 kickers, man, the whole year.
Well, he's done it. Like, we know, you know that. I know that. He's done that before. When we had Casey and Reese Lloyd, he keeps 2 kickers. He's done it before. Doesn't mean I like it, you know. But he'll do it.
It's Graham Gano's contract year too, man. I don't understand. If you're gonna cut him, we saved the $3 million and walk away now, and it is what it is. I don't understand what the point. There's no point in keeping Graham Gano on this roster any longer. It's his contract year. I can understand if we were like tied to the guy and it was a lot of the cut. No, you've already paid the guy. It'd be like a little bit of dead money, and you just cut him. Walk away, man.
I'll tell you what. But I'm thinking though, if we end up signing a safety before a guy's traded, we're gonna have to cut him because you better not cut anybody else to do it.
Well,
you're gonna have to.
No, you can cut one of the linebackers. You can cut Ben Jacobs. He can get out of here. But maybe not, because now you cut Joe Webb, so Ben Jacobs is a specialist.
Yeah.
So maybe you can't cut Jacobs at this point.
You got to cut a kicker. You have to. Like, that's the only position you're gonna have to cut. Like, if we sign a safety, we're gonna have to cut somebody. You know, and it's probably gonna be the kicker, unless they trade the kicker away. So we'll see what happens. We will see what happens because it's. So you want to talk about the fact that Armour made the team?
Yeah, I was just looking at that. That's next up. I mean, yeah. I kind of saw that coming after the Tennessee game.
Yeah,
where he caught that pass and was he looked super quick. Like when I was watching him specifically on that Pittsburgh game. I mean, he didn't get a lot of reps. It's not like he was on the field a lot. I mean, I just feel like the fullback position in this quote evolved offense is pretty much mostly irrelevant. But he looks good. I think he could be a weapon. I think those passes that he caught that he was 2 for 2 on. I think that shows a lot that he could be another weapon for Cam to dump off to. So he definitely earned it there. Daryl Young, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, I think you got to go with the draft pick. You got to let him figure it out and learn on a go. I think they would Jeremy from the Huddle was saying that he thinks that his versatility was pretty much what kept him on the roster, and they didn't want to risk cutting him because he would have got scooped up somewhere else. So It makes, but I just hope we get to see him because he showed it. He showed it in the preseason.
46 gets to suit up during the games, right? It's 46.
I think 46, 48.
40, yeah. So
will he even suit up?
Unless he's playing special teams, I doubt it.
The fullback position in our offense is irrelevant. When you got guys like Ed Dixon that can go in motion and then motion out into that fullback spot and lead block, it's irrelevant, man. But I think he will evolve, and I think we will use him in certain, especially like goal line stuff like that. If Jonathan Stewart's not up to the bill, or Cap, I just don't think there's much room for a fullback on our roster at this point.
Everybody's saying we should cut Colin Jones. You can't. We can't cut him.
You can't cut Jones at this point.
Nope.
You have zero safety. Zero.
And he plays special teams.
He plays special teams. Yep. And he's literally our only backup at this point. Unless they have a backup plan to replace him. But Colin Jones isn't going anywhere. I'm surprised Burson got IR'd. I guess that was the reason for the only excuse they had to finally walk away. Well, not really walk away. He's on IR, so
yeah, he'll clear because now at this point he can clear. He's got to clear. I think so. He'll clear. Nobody's going to pick him up. But yeah, I mean, he didn't make the team.
Yeah, he's not on the 53 man. That's really what I care about at this point.
There was another safety that got released that was intriguing. I'm trying to remember his name.
Southward.
No, not from us.
Oh, I was about to say.
No. Somebody that got cut from another team.
Yeah, dude, I don't know.
Nah, I saw it. I got to remember who the hell it was.
TJ Ward is the most intriguing prospect out there right now. We got to do everything we can that makes sense to get him, even if it's on a 1-year deal. He's probably not going to want a 1-year deal, or he might want a 1-year deal.
He might
take a little bit of cash now and then get paid next year. You never know. Never know how some of these guys. My whole thing is, did they even talk about why he got cut?
Who?
TJ Ward.
I have no idea. No, not that I've seen.
The behind him getting cut, like, was it the money? Was he a casualty? I have no idea why he was cut. Let's see who else. What else happened? Let's just go through. The cuts real quick, one by one. Let's see here. So, do we want to talk about? So first of all, Desmond Southwood got cut. Safety Desmond Howard, surprising. Who I thought had a great preseason. Even though he's getting punished in that last preseason game.
And you know what? That might have cost him, because I think that's what cost Webb, because there was reports saying that Rivera was not happy the way that Webb performed during that preseason game.
Yeah, he had
I know we were like privately saying, hey, it's the 4th preseason game. Everything seems to be pretty much locked up. But Rivera thought otherwise. I think he used this game as a, if you ain't gonna even be serious about this, why are you on my team type of situation? Because I know he wasn't happy with Webb, and Southwood didn't look too hot.
I mean, Southwood. I mean, it was more than not his fault though. I mean, the run defense was garbage. He literally had to step up and come to the box and get literally ran over. Like, he got ran over like 3-4 times in that game, or took a punishing hit from that running back. I don't know what his name was. That running back was killing Southwood. I mean, he did what he had to do, but dang. All right, so Ben Boulware was next. Not surprising at all. All the Clemson hype. He did not get many opportunities at all, and it's not surprising. And to be honest with you, I don't even think he makes the practice squad. I just don't think there's room for him in the NFL. He's a smaller guy, man. I was looking at him out there. I'm like, man, this dude is so small. But yeah, more power to him, man. Shout out to the Clemson people. But yeah, I don't think he makes the practice squad. And I don't know if somebody else is going to pick him up to put him on their practice squad. I don't know. Any thoughts on Ben Boulware?
I think he's going to get on the squad, man.
I don't think he's making our practice squad.
We'll see.
Because I think Zeke Bigger, the other guy that got released.
Yeah, he played better.
He's definitely making the practice squad, and he's a linebacker as well. He's definitely going to make the practice squad. Then my guy Austin Duke got cut.
He can make it if he makes it through.
Yeah, I think he'll definitely make it. I was going to say, he wasn't going to make the practice squad because I thought Kevin Clay was going to get cut and make the practice squad. But Austin Duke, he should make the practice squad if he clears. He had a rough preseason. First preseason game where he had those back-to-back drops.
Yeah,
the writing was on the wall at that point. We kind of knew it was going to be over for him. But I think he has talent, and I think he give him a couple years. I think he'll be back. But yeah, he got cut. Just Eric Kroom got cut, and I'm like, because Kyle Love was injured, I thought this dude had a chance to make the roster. I don't know if he's gonna make. I don't think he's gonna clear waivers, man. I think somebody's gonna pick him up. But here's the rule. If you if you pick up, no, that's not true. Never mind. That's not true. I don't know if he's gonna clear waivers.
He might. He could. I mean, if them letting him go pretty much says that they feel confident about Kyle Love and Vernon Butler being ready to rock.
Yeah, but Kyle Love, man, was injured, man. Like he didn't even. I don't think he played the preseason. He might have played like one couple snaps. Like I don't even think he played. I don't remember seeing him. So I don't know.
Maybe what'll happen if they, depending on what happened, what was going on with the injury, maybe they're gonna put him once the regular season officially starts. They'll put Kyle Love on IR designated to return, and then they can pick somebody else up.
You just put him on the pup.
You could put him on the pup too. But that means that's an automatic. Was just the same as putting him on IR. Doesn't make a return.
He couldn't come back till week 6 at that point.
Yeah.
I don't know. I thought he was gonna make the roster. To be honest with you, quarterback Garrett Gilbert, who played well in the preseason. In my opinion, if I'm playing Madden, he would have stayed over. He would have stayed over DA.
In DA's defense. DA was playing against higher string defenses than Mr. Gilbert has.
Whatever, man. You play the hands that you were dealt. This dude DA is a former Pro Bowler, B. Like it's not like he has tons of experience. Oh, what a catch. Sorry, guys. Sorry, I'm watching it. South Carolina, NC State.
Yeah, that was a good game, man. That was a good game going before I had to come down here.
Yes, 27. They just Deuce caught a one-handed. Oh, sorry. That was a great catch, one-handed catch. Dude from South Carolina just scored. Sorry about that, guys. All right. Jalen Simmons got cut. He, running back room was already deep. Keiars Garrett cut. He kind of had a disappearing act in the preseason. Any thoughts on him?
Nah, I'm not shocked by it.
Yeah, not shocked.
Garrett will probably make the practice squad.
Yeah, he'll be on the practice squad.
He'll definitely make the practice squad if he clears.
Jalen Simmons will probably also make the practice squad, by the way. I think he was on it last year. Moose Frazier, whatever. He got cut. Not surprised by that. And my guy, Brian Cox Jr., man, I thought he had a long shot if Deshaun Hall wasn't healthy. I thought he was a long shot to make the roster. I don't know if he's going to make it back to us, man. He played well in the preseason.
But if he does, practice squad.
Practice squad. He has to make the play. He's going to be a beast. I think he's going to be Pepper's replacement if Peppers decides to retire next year. Not at the same level of Peppers, but he'll be that guy to be an easy replacement for Peppers. He played well. Offensive tackle Blaine Causwell. I don't even know who that is. Defensive end Zach Moore. Defensive end Larry Webster. DT Toby Johnson. Tight end Eric Wallace. Cornerback Jeff Richards. Corner safety Damian Parms. Tight end Bryce Williams. Cornerback Devontae Johnson. Defensive tackle Gabriel Mays. DE Arthur Miley. Brian Folcourts. Defensive tackle Connor Wooziak. And defensive end F.A. Obata. All cut. And Obata, since he's on that international thing, if we decide to cut him or if we decide to bring him back on the practice squad, we get to keep an 11th guy, and he can be the guy. That's for that international. Yeah, it's for the international. I forgot what the program is called, but yeah, if we decide to bring him back, we that allows us to keep 11 guys, and he can be the 11th guy. Yep. And he played well the first game. Didn't see much of him after that, but that first game against the Titans, he played very well. And then terminated. We terminated Andy Lee, Joe Webb, Trevor Graham, and Daryl Young, and we waived Zach Sanchez. And we put all these following guys on injured reserve: Brenton Burson, Gino Gradkowski, Chris Scott, LJ McCray, Dan France, David Yankee, Teddy Williams, Fred Ross, and Scott Simonson, all on injured reserve.
Shameful, man.
Yep.
Yeah. So Burson technically still on the team.
Technically, I don't know how the IR thing works.
No, they're a Panther, but they're just on IR. So like when the following season occurs, they'll be part of the 90, so to speak, because we still have ownership of the player.
Yeah. So Burson still, when he's healthy, he still has a chance to come back and make, which is probably going to happen because he always does.
Yeah.
He always comes back.
I mean, he got beat up pretty bad.
Yeah, he got
preseason. He got down a few times.
Yeah, he had several injuries, different body parts too. It's not like it was the same thing. So yeah, he tried to fight it out, but just couldn't finish. All right, man. Is that all we got, man? Is that all the news, notes, and nuggets we got? Oh, we got something else to talk about.
Another stat that Jeremy from the Carolina Huddle said: the Panthers have cornerbacks from the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 6th rounds of the 2016 draft. That's crazy.
That is kind of crazy.
Bradbury, Worley, the guy that we just got, Seymour. And I'm trying to figure out who the 4th round guy is. I might be bugging.
Was Sanchez was 5th?
Yeah, Sanchez was 5th.
Worley was what?
Worley was 3rd.
3rd. Hell, I don't know who the 4th round guy was either. On the roster?
Hold on, I'm about to check right now. I'm just gonna look. Bradbury, Worley, Elder.
Corn. No, that was this year though.
That was this year though. You're right. That was this year. All right, you got a stat wrong then.
Yeah, that was from this year.
Bradbury, Worley were 2nd and 3rd round picks. Corn was 4th round this year. Yep. And the Kevon Seymour was a 6th round pick from last year. That's still a lot of players, man.
A lot of young cornerbacks, man.
A lot of young corners.
Yeah, shit. But I don't know, man. It's in flux right now. I don't know. We still might have to come on Monday and talk about some other bonehead move that Ernie made. Man, none of this would have happened if Gettleman was around, man. Gettleman would have kept all the best players at each position, and it would have been that much confusion. Seems like there's a lot of flux and a lot of uncertainty going on right now amongst the Carolina Panthers.
And Corn was a 5th-round pick, not a 4th-round pick.
Oh, shit.
It's all right. Somebody credits in the chat. I'm looking at the chat right now to see if there's anything we can discuss that we haven't hit. A lot of folks were shocked that Obata got let go, but like you said about the practice squad having the 11th spot, I think they're banking on that. I think Carolina's banking that he'll clear, and then we can just throw him on the practice squad.
Obata and Cox, they play very well, man. Obviously, when you got a loaded defensive line, defensive end, Addison, Peppers, CJ, but those guys are getting old, so it's about hopefully they can come on the practice squad, learn, and then when it's their time, they can come in and play well. So I think hopefully they can clear and make the practice squad.
Yeah, people are talking about the fact that Gettleman didn't take a safety.
It'll be all for naught if we get TJ Ward. I could care less about drafting a safety.
Yeah, Bill both supposedly said that our chances are low to very low, but to get Ward. But there was another guy I saw that was available. But I don't know, man. We'll see what happens. Because if we don't get Ward, then we're gonna have other issues that we're gonna have to deal with. But it all depends on what we want too. Like, are we trying to pick up a starter, or are we just trying to pick up somebody for depth? If we're trying to pick up somebody for depth, then Ward's not the guy. If you want to be real about it, Ward's not it.
No, it's not. But when we talked about it earlier, we have an opportunity to upgrade our safeties. Why not just take the guy, cut
Mike Adams,
Ward, and cut Mike Adams? Man, you upgraded at that point.
Dwight Lowry.
I don't know that guy.
It's got to be better than Colin Jones, right?
Yeah, but Colin Jones knows the system.
And he's a special teamer. I was just joking. I know he's not going to leave, man.
Yeah, Colin Jones ain't going.
Yeah, he played for the Chargers.
Well, I don't think I want anything to do with anybody in the Chargers secondary, except for Weddle at the time. He plays for the Ravens, I think. But yeah, man, I don't know, man. I wasn't happy about Joe Webb though. Not cool.
Yeah, let's see here. Who else we got? Yeah, my only fear too is that if we decide to bring in Ward, that we're gonna pay him too much. And I don't miss Trey Boston, man. Don't even try it. I'm good.
I don't know, man. I got Trey Boston, man. We kind of should have kept Trey.
That's on Gettleman, though.
That is on the G-Man. But maybe the G-Man had a plan that he couldn't fully execute.
That's very plausible.
Maybe he didn't have time to go through this whole process. But cutting Trey is looking like a huge mistake right now. Well, and obviously Gettleman is not with us no more. So what can you do, man? But
it'll be on Hurney more than anybody else.
Yeah, Hurney, man, he's back to his old games, man. I don't know if I like this. Not a happy camper right now, man. Gotta let it shake out, though. It's still some time for Hurney to get it right. But let me tell you something, man. We got to have a show about this 2018 salary cap, because it ain't looking good.
Are you serious? Is that bad, huh?
Bad, bro. It's bad. Like, we literally have only $6 million in the cap for 2018. $6 million. That's barely enough to pay the draft picks. Barely.
That means that star's walking.
He ain't got no choice. But so the dope thing about it is we get to carry over half of our salary cap, half of our remaining salary cap, to the next season from this year. So 2017, right now, we have around $13 million in salary cap, close to $14 million in salary cap. The cool thing is we get to take that $7 million, which is half of the $14 million, and apply that to the 2018 season. So that should put us up around $13 million in cap space, which still isn't much, but it's better than nothing.
You might as well pay in that pace. Now you just convinced me that maybe we should just go ahead and sign Ward if we got that much cap space.
That's what I'm saying. We have the cap for this year, and that's why I mentioned the 1-year deal. We have the cap to do it. Especially if you let go, you can essentially take Graham Gano's contract and give it to TJ Ward. And Graham Gano is making like $3 million this year.
Oh my God.
Yeah. He's making $4 million. He has a $4 million cap hit. But if we cut him, we have a dead money of $750,000. So we essentially gain $3,250,000 in cap space. So if we cut him, that puts us. If we cut or trade him, that puts us at $16 million for this year.
Yeah, we should definitely try to get Ward then.
That's why I said we should have been let go of Gano. It shouldn't have been an issue. So I was going through and releasing all the players that we had, and it was helping out the salary cap for this year. Let me see who else got cut. I was doing this earlier, but I got Chrome crashed on me. Who else we cut? Joe Webb was cut.
But you know what's funny, man? Like if Gettleman was still here, we will be screaming, "Go get TJ Ward, go get TJ Ward!" But in the back of our minds, we know that it wouldn't happen.
Gettleman isn't here anymore, so we have Hurney. So that's the thing that we have a new GM now, and that's a hard thing here. It's a hard thing to do here. We have to completely, even though Hurney was our GM at one point, he himself has matured and learned from his mistakes, right? So he has a different mindset. We don't know what his mindset is, but with Gettleman, it was kind of a little bit easier to predict things because, like you said, if TJ Ward was on the market, there's no way we would have got it, and we would have all accepted. We would have been sitting here like saying, "Yeah, TJ Ward sounds nice, but we know we're not going to get him," type thing. But now we literally have the opportunity to, and we have no clue. We have no clue what Hurney's thinking. Hurney could open up the checkbook and just sign him to a long-term deal, sign away all of our millions like he's done in the past, and we have a bomb safety.
We should just be happy he hasn't extended Jonathan Stewart yet, all right?
Yeah, that's true. That's a great point. And speaking of that, we need to go ahead and cut him too while we maybe not this year, but maybe next year. He has to go.
Did we talk about the fact that we kept all 4 running backs? We always argue about whether or not it was just going to be 3.
No, I told you we were keeping all 4. Did you? Cap was, and I was joking around and just popped in my head while I was doing the live tweeting the game, the Pittsburgh game, and I was doing like Panther Nation podcast awards, and I said that the guy was preseason player of the year, and he had an excellent. He literally did everything he had to do, and they quoted him after the game. They was like, "Man, how do you think about what do you think about making the roster?" And he said, "Look, I'm going to get paid somewhere," and he was right. He was right. If he would have got cut, he would have got picked up somewhere to play because he played well and he balled out. He earned his spot. He earned it. And Fozzie, and like I said, Fozzie was going to make the roster simply off of his return ability and his versatility. So if something were to happen to McCaffrey, or something were to happen to any of the returners or something like that, he's back there. So you couldn't. Everybody earned their spot, man. Everybody earned their spot. So I told you it was gonna happen.
Yeah, because for me it was about like we were gonna have 9 spots between running backs and wide receivers. So either you're gonna have 5 wide receivers or 4 running backs, 3 running backs, 6 wide receivers. I didn't see it any other way. Yeah, like I said, when Webb got cut, that changed everything.
When Webb got cut, that opened the door for a lot, man. I definitely didn't see Webb get cut.
Everybody asking for draft grades. I can't do. ESPN doesn't do draft grades anymore, man.
Oh, for the
I can give y'all grades. I can give y'all some quick grades. I can give you like a 10-minute breakdown of each of y'all squads real quick. We haven't hit it. We haven't been on here an hour yet. I can have a little bit of fun.
No, we had We got interrupted. I don't even know where we're at right now, time-wise.
I don't either. That's cool. It's all right. No biggie.
Yeah, I was going through cutting all these players that got cut. Let me finish that.
Some crazy. Something else is gonna freaking happen.
DJ Graham got cut. Southwood got cut.
Well, you know, another note, I had to cut my kicker today in our fantasy league, man, because Josh Lambo from the Chargers got cut.
Oh, wow.
So I had to cut him. I did that right before we came on, which is hilarious, but you know. Let's see here.
Oh man. But yeah, man. I don't know. I'm happy with the offense. I guess I guess the Kalen Clay thing, the more I think about it, kind of makes sense, right? Let's talk about it for a second. Like we said earlier, only 40 something, 48 suit up, right?
It's 47, 40. Yeah, let me find out who suits up on game day.
Numbers. We gotta get the people the right numbers. But only 40 some odd people suit up, right? So was Clay gonna suit up? And why not trade him for an asset?
46.
It's a 46 suit up. Clay was probably suit up. Clay wasn't gonna. That's bottom line. Clay wasn't gonna suit up, and we talked about this in other podcasts. Was that McCaffrey is a receiver as well? Curtis Samuel and McCaffrey, they interchange positions. They can play both, running back and receiver. So we didn't need him. And I think Bird definitely played better than Clay. I think Bird is a better receiver than Clay. So I guess it kind of makes sense. The more I think it out, and we got a cornerback in return, a pretty decent one. I got to go watch some film on the guy. I'll probably do a film breakdown video on him, a reaction video. But yeah, I guess it makes sense, man.
No, it makes sense. It'd be nice if we can put a wide receiver back in there, but I don't envision that happening either. Well, that definitely can't happen at this point.
For what though?
Why not? I mean, you made the decision to go with 6.
I mean, maybe that trade was already in the works before they were like, yeah, we're not gonna cut him because we know we already talking to Buffalo about getting his cornerback.
Yeah, that's true.
So maybe it was already in the works. That's why they kept 6, and their intention may have been only to keep 5 in the first place. And they just kept Clay because they knew he is an asset. So I don't know, man. I think we're good though. I don't know. I don't know, man. I just hope Cam Newton is healthy. He needs to be like 127%. 127% healthy. He gotta have that extra percentage just in case. Because if DA go down, we're screwed. Completely screwed. All right, we got anything else? Or is that...
I'm looking at these fantasy squads, man.
I know I got it. I ain't shit.
Yeah, you always say you got a good squad, yo.
Yeah, until
people been making moves.
Injuries always kill me.
People, like I was able to pick up Danny Woodhead from the waivers. I was very stunned to see him gone.
Man, that's how you do.
Dude, listen. I was gonna get him regardless. I was second on the wire, so somebody dropped Woodhead. You know, all I could do was pounce at that point. But because it's a PPR league, that's why I was shocked to see him out there. He'd probably end up starting. So, you know. But yeah, you got a good squad, Shot. I gotta give you I'll give you credit. You got a good squad.
Of course, I always have good squads, like you said, starting out. But then injury, I always get hit with injury. But
T.Y. Hilton scares me a bit, especially if Luck ain't there.
Yeah, he does.
But other than that, you got a pretty good squad. Who else got a good squad? And anybody I don't name, they're gonna slight me. They're gonna be mad.
I got a lot invested in DeAndre Hopkins this year, man.
You do? You've had a couple of drafts. You keep drafting them?
I know, yeah, twice. I drafted him twice.
Yeah, I got the same issue right now with Mike Evans.
Hopefully he balls out.
I got Evans in a few leagues. I got Luck in a few leagues. I got a lot of, and that scares me a bit. But right now, Luck is questionable. He might actually play week 1. I don't think so, though. He ain't gonna play week 1.
If he does, that'd be amazing.
That'd be great because then I'll help you a lot too. Because you got TY on this squad, so that'll help you a lot.
In our other league too.
You got TY in the other league too?
No, I got Luck in the other league.
Yeah. Why draft Luck? I'm not telling you draft Luck early in the draft, but if you can get Luck in like the ninth round, 8th round, 10th round, 11th round, that's top 5 upside. You pick up Andrew Luck, and then you grab somebody like a Carson Palmer or a Andy Dalton or Carson Wentz, guys that are going in the 13th, 14th rounds. If you really want to be bold, get the Cleveland quarterback. He's probably going to be the Tim Tebow of fantasy this year. He's a terrible quarterback, but he'll probably run enough yards for you to get at least 15 points a week. Like fantasy points are fantasy points, man. I don't need you to be a great, efficient quarterback. I just need you to give me these points. I don't care if you're running or throwing. Luck ain't going to be out 5 weeks. But once again, all right, I'll give you an example. Carson Palmer's a prime example, and you did the same thing in the other league, Rashad. Now we're going into fantasy, but I'm cool with that. It's Saturday, Carson Palmer's schedule is cupcake in the first 4 weeks. Cupcake. He's got a bunch of shootouts that he's going to have the first 4 weeks. His schedule is very soft. Cardinals' first 4 weeks are super soft. 49ers, all those have suspect defenses. You have him with Luck, you're looking pretty good. You can wait that out. Or if you really want to be bold, take Sam Bradford. He's got a bunch of games at the beginning of the season that have shootouts. So call Palmer a bum if you want. Palmer will throw for 300 yards on the Lions and the Colts. Let's be realistic here. Yeah, he's old, but I only need him to be good enough for a couple weeks. Did we freeze again, man? I think we froze again. Yep, we froze again. All right. I'm going to go ahead and close out the podcast because we're froze again. We've been going at it for close to an hour, maybe more. But I'll leave you with this. Drafting Andrew Luck is a move. Well, let me see. I'll try to send Rashad the link, though. All right. Let's see here. There's no draft grades. ESPN doesn't do draft grades, which is unfortunate. They stopped doing draft grades last year. But, I mean, as long as you didn't draft Luck super early, I think it's good value because then you can build the rest of your team and then go from there. I mean, I've won fantasy leagues streaming quarterbacks every week, so if I can get a top 5 quarterback in the 9th or the 10th round, I'm taking that every time. All right. I can give you guys.
No, you good. Oh.
We're going to get cut off.
Nope, we shouldn't.
All right. You're frozen again. You still here?
Got it. I got control of this.
All right. These guys are asking for grades. I'll give the grades. All right. I'm going to give my squad a B+. I'm iffy about some of my receivers. I can be realistic about myself, but I think I got good running backs. I think when Zeke comes, I have Zeke and Howard. If Luck comes back, I'll be sitting good. So I'll give myself a B+. I'm going to give All About the Benjamins an A. I think he's got a pretty good solid squad, top to bottom. He's a couple injuries away. He has folks on suspension, but they're all on the bench. So I think once they come back, they're going to help the squad out a lot. Who can't catch? Not me. I'm going to give them a B-. Actually, no, a C. Your running backs. I'm worried about your running backs. I'm concerned about your running backs. All right, 4th and Schlong. Interesting name, by the way. That's a dope name. We're gonna. I'm gonna give you a C2. I'm not a believer in Martellus Bennett like everybody else is. I don't think he's going to do that well in Green Bay's offense. That's just my opinion. And I'm not a believer in Dez this year either. I like the Martavis Bryant pick, but I'm not sure if Martavis is going to give you enough numbers to keep up with some of these other squads. But I like Lynch and I like Cook this year as well. And you picked up Tom Brady. I can't complain about that. Big Baller Brand. Man, I'm not a big believer in Jameis like everybody else is, but I love the McCaffrey pick. I love and you got the first pick, so you got to get David Johnson. The only thing you need to be concerned with is the fact that you're putting too much stock in rookies for the running back position. Typically, rookies tail off near the end of the year, and Fournette will probably be due for that. McCaffrey might be okay because McCaffrey's going to get the split carries. Fournette's going to be the workhorse there, so I'll give you an A. You wanted your A, you're not getting an A plus, but I'll give you an A. Run CMC. You might regret not having Tevin Coleman, buddy, because it looks like Devonta is out of the concussion protocol, but you got a pretty good squad, man. I'll give you a B plus. All right, Team Davis. I'm hoping I'm still on, but Team Davis, because I think Rashad's gone. Dang, he's out again. All right, let me try to send Rashad another link. Stand by. You're not going to win the league. I promise you that. That's my job. So, Team Davis, you're putting a lot of faith in Adrian Peterson, man. And you are lacking running backs, sir. I'm going to give you a C. You are lacking running backs. Your lack of running backs is not good. You only have one on the bench. Team Simpson, Russell Wilson, Todd Gurley. I think Todd Gurley's going to ball this year, man. I know a lot of folks think I'm crazy, but I think Gurley's going to ball. Amir Abdullah, I'd rather have Theo because Theo is going to be the PPR guy. Julio, Randall Cobb. B- for Team Simpson. Team Mertlick, Curtis Samuel as a fantasy guy, I'm not ready yet. Curtis Samuel as a Panther, I think he's going to do well for us, but we need to see how he plays when he's healthy. He hasn't had time to play. So back to the grades. Team Merlick, I like Demaryius Thomas this year, and he also has Antonio Brown and Doug Baldwin. I love Doug Baldwin this year as well. So I'm going to give him an A. Even though his running backs are leaving to be desired. But fortunately, he was smart. He also grabbed Matt Forte because I really think that Forte technically is still the starter in New York. So it could be a situation. You might have yourself in a situation where you can legit start both just running backs and potentially have a shot to win the championship. Team D, he's got a pretty good squad. He's got a good starting squad. And then after that, he's a couple injuries away. Team D squad lacks depth, so I'll give him a B. Top notch Sasquatch. Ooh. I like Jay Ajayi this year too. Your wide receivers, man, you better hope one of them become a one because I think right now all you have is two wide receiver twos from a fantasy perspective. And since it's the PPR league, you don't really have that possession type wide receiver. So I'll give you a B as well. You're back, man.
Yeah, but it's probably about to go off.
Yeah, no, I got one more team. I got one team great. Keekly Nation. He made a lot of free agency moves. So I'll give him a B minus. I love Cam. I just don't think Cam's going to be a great fantasy quarterback this year. I just don't. I think Cam's going to do well for the Panthers as a team, but him throwing for 3,500 yards and not causing too many turnovers is good. So I'm going to give it's going to be a B. I didn't give too many C's, man. That was nice.
Yeah, I heard my grade, but then that was it.
Yeah. There was a couple teams where I'm like, Like, I mean, I think Shad, your squad has a shot. I think my squad has a shot. there isn't like a team where it's like they're completely out of it, which is good. So that means that the league's going to probably be competitive, and I can't complain too much about that.
This thing probably about to go out, so you might want to go ahead and end this while we can.
Go ahead and run it then, man. Appreciate you guys logging in.
Yep, appreciate it. Sorry for our technical difficulties.
Thank you for listening to the Panther Nation podcast hosted by Rashad and David. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel at Panther Nation Podcast. You can also like our Facebook page at Panther Nation Podcast. While you're at it, follow us on Twitter at Panther Nation EC. And always remember, keep pounding.
Yep. Depending on how things go, we might. You still trying to cam up on Monday?
We can do Monday.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. If it's enough to talk about, we'll get up here. But if not, we'll see y'all the next Monday. But all right, thanks again. Peace out, peeps.
See you guys. And we're still live because he wasn't able to exit out. Oh, because we both have to leave probably. All right, y'all have a good one.